Hey everyone, welcome to Sparkle with Sophie. On today's video, we're going to be looking at minimalistic makeup. Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So we're going to be looking at makeup for teens, tweens, people who just want to wear minimal makeup, maybe the girls and guys that just want to wear a little bit to school but not too much. We're just going to be having a little look at that. So firstly, if you haven't seen my skincare video, make sure you check that out because your skin is always meant to be the best plain canvas for you to then put makeup on. So make sure you check that out. I've just cleansed, moisturized, put on my eye cream and my sun cream as normal. So then when you start off with basic makeup, you just want a very, very light foundation, especially if you're in your teenage years, because you know those hormones are going to come and that can have lots of effects on the skin. So I love the Light Wonder by Charlotte Tilbury. Very, very light, very, very dewy. So it's perfect, very discreet. You can just use a tiny bit. Take yourself a nice flat brush. I've got this one here from Real Techniques. In terms of brushes, if you are a teenager, Real Techniques is great. It's available at Superdrug, it's available at Boots, and they're not too expensive. So I just take a tiny bit on the back of my hand and I just spread it over my face. So all this is going to do is give me a very, very light base, hardly any coverage. But then again, we are just looking for very minimal makeup. I just put it on my eyelids like so, because this is perfect for school policies where it says makeup, you're allowed to wear makeup but it needs to be discreet. So really, really good. I'll just pop that all over the skin. I love that this also has SPF in it. It's SPF 15, so that's always good to put on top of your face that already has sun cream on. So I'm just going to pop it all over my head, just like so. Just very, very natural. If anything, this is just used as a very light base, but also just to even out the skin tone. Especially perfect if you do after school sports, if you've got PE that day, you're not going to be suffering with heavy foundation running down your face, which is always a good thing. Lovely. So that's all just in there like so. So it literally just looks like an evened out skin tone. I get a little bit of redness, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit more on my cheek just here. So it's just a very flat brush. Okay, so we've just put that foundation all over the face. Really easy, very, very simple, just evened out the skin tone. Nothing too exciting. Doesn't really provide any coverage at all, I've noticed, for if you've got any blemishes. So you just go in with a concealer. I always use my Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer, and I'm just going to put a tiny little bit on any blemishes. So I've got a tiny one here, tiny ones just here, and I've got a little one just here. And we're also going to put a little bit just in the corners, because again, this is very minimal makeup, nothing too exciting. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my little beauty blender, blend it just down here. I like to do it just around the lips as well. Lovely. I'm then going to dab just on here to blend that in. And then just underneath the eyes and on the eyelids. Just to knock out any dark circles, because we know those GCSEs can be stressful. So it's good to just blend those out if you haven't had a great night's sleep or you've been doing lots of revision. Which is important because school's important. There we go. So we've just provided a really easy base right there. Then I'm going to go in with a very light powder. Now, my all-time favourite, as everybody will know if they watch my other videos, is the Charlotte Tilbury. This one exactly is called the Airbrush Flawless Finish, because it's really easy, really buildable, and it doesn't come out cakey. So I just love to put that on my chin, down my nose and down the sides, underneath my eyes, on top of my eyes, and across the forehead, so the bits that tend to get oily. I don't really like to go anywhere near the cheeks, to be completely honest, because it's all right if they get shiny. Also, I do find as a teenager, or I found, especially as a girl, that I did get some acne and some spots just around here, so I try not to put too much of anything on here because this is a target area. But then again, other people do suffer with it, particularly on the forehead. Make sure you check out that skincare because that will tell you about that. So then we're going to go on to your blusher. I love to use the Morphe one. This is the Blush Trio. This is also in my Morphe review that I posted, so make sure you check that one out. And I'm just going to go ahead and use Spirit, which is this one right on the end just here. So I take a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E3. I take a tiny bit and I'm just going to go just off of the apples of my cheeks and just brush that upwards. A tiny little bit. This one does come out very heavy, but you can go back again and get your powder brush to just help you blend that out. Just like so. So all this is going to do is add that little bit of colour back to the cheeks that were knocked out in the first place by your foundation. This just gives you a really healthy glow. Just like this. Lovely, really blending that. Like I've just said, it came out a little bit too heavy, but again, it's a lovely product and a really nice colour. It just looks like you're a little bit glowy. I love to brush it a little bit upwards as well. Just up to the back here and just up here. So it still looks very natural that you've got rosy cheeks, but not too much. There we go, put that colour straight back into the face. Now when it comes to brows, again, we're trying to stick with minimalistic. So I've got 2 brow gels available. This is the Morphe one, this is Clear Brow Gel, that I really, really love. Or we do have one by Charlotte Tilbury just here. This one is in the colour Linda, and it just provides a little tint, which is brilliant if you just do have slightly gappy eyebrows like I do, that just need filling a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab a little brush to brush them up with, and mine hasn't disappeared, right here. You can get these in lots of multi-packs, and just brush them up and across, just to spread them out a little bit, just like so. And then I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Linda. As you can see, it has a little bit of colour to it, and I literally just brush it through the brows, just like that. Really, really easy. Fills them in. There you go, you see a significant difference, and it's taken me 2 seconds, and we haven't got any funny angles, funny lines going on, which is really easy to do if you are trying to do a minimalistic look with an eyebrow pencil. There we go, just filled them in just like that. This one's a little bit more tricky because I do have gaps, but then again, it does hold them in place during the day because it is a gel. So again, really, really good. Then I like to go ahead and get my powder again, and I just put that at the top just here to blend any foundation, and it helps prevent mascara from sticking. So I just put that all up by the eyebrows and a little bit over that spot that I just covered up. Just like that. And then I like to go in with a very, very, very neutral, very pretty type of highlighter. This is the Dandelion Twinkle by Benefit. I have the mini of this. So as you can see when I hold it up, it's really, really lovely colours. So I'm just going to take a little brush, like so. And I'm going to just put that just above my cheeks, just like so, to give it a little glow like this. And on this side. Really nice. Super cute down the nose. And on the cupid's bow, so just here, to give it that extra shine. Again, because we want to be putting those colours back into the face, you want to head back to your blusher and put a tiny bit of the same colour just on the ends of the nose, to give you a bit of colour. I like to put a tiny bit on my chin and just on my forehead, like so. Really super cute, super easy to do. Then you want to go for a colour. So I like to go straight in for a little gloss. This is the Oh My gloss that I love. This is a Rimmel London one, and it is the 160 Stay My Rose. So I'm just going to pop that straight on the lips, which just glosses them up, but has a tiny pink tone to it. So still very neutral. Very pretty. Very easy. And then all we've got to do is the mascara. However, I'm just going to show you, I do want to tone down these cheeks. So it's always good if you do have a bronzer brush or just the powder brush we just used, and you just blend them out a bit more, because it is just powder. And luckily we've used pink, so you can dust that away. Just like so. so it's not too much, still very natural looking. I'm going to go ahead and get my mascara. I love the It Cosmetics one, as you will know if you follow my videos. So we're just going to go straight ahead, and you go for the outward lashes first. Oh, and you'll get it on the side, but that's fine, you can clean that up afterwards. And you're just going to blink on it. Don't forget to use the tip of the mascara wand. I love that because you do get a lot of mascara on there, so it really helps spread it out. Just like so. And then just on the bottom. And you just give it a little wiggle. Because again, we don't want crazy, crazy lashes. But you do want them to stand out. You do want your eyes to pop. There we go. Lovely. So there's one eye we've done right there. Gonna move over. We're gonna leave that mascara that's on my skin just here to dry, because if I try and rub it, it's gonna smear. So just go straight over to the other eye. Lovely. And just pushing those eyelashes up. Going in between the tip of the brush and the brush used horizontally. Really always fanning out the outer eyelashes, and then just underneath. Lovely, so really, really, really nice natural looking lashes. I'm then going to take the brush I used for powder, the little one, and just try and get rid of this little smear that we've had. Like so. I can take my finger to wipe that away, but as you can see, it always causes a little problem. So you want to go right ahead and just blend that back in with a little powder brush. And if you do want to add just a tiny little bit more jazz to the look, but also keeping it natural, you can go straight back to your highlighter, pick up that little brush that you used, and just put it on the eyelids. Just gives it a little bit extra, especially in the corners of the eyes, like so. Lovely, just like that. So it just brightens up the look a little bit more. Lovely, very natural, very good if you just want to do basic makeup for school, or if you are someone who's an avid gym goer and you just want to wear a little something something in the gym, definitely head for this look. It's my perfect day-to-day look. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and comment anything that you'd like me to do a video on below. See you next time for Sparkle with Sophie.